Hey there guys, John here. Thanks for being on my YouTube channel, and this is a special user-submitted question video answering a question directly that came from one of the viewers. And this one has to do with something that a lot of people are talking about today and the last week or so, and probably will be talking an awful lot about on YouTube over the coming days. And that's talking about Coppa, the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. And how does it affect the John Campea Show? Well, here's the question that came in. It came in from our viewer, Jerome Lim, who writes, I saw your concern regarding Coppa that becomes effective, I should say, on January 1st, 2020. Do you have any updates to your channel? I've seen other YouTubers' videos about this and wanted your ideas and your feelings. All right. Thanks a lot for sending that in, Jerome, and thank you for sending the question. So here's the deal. For those of you, you've probably been seeing this Coppa or however you want to pronounce it, stuff going around. Here's the basic gist of it, okay? And I'm oversimplifying it. If you really want to know more about it, there's a ton of YouTube videos out really explaining it much more in depth. I'm just going to give you a brief little synopsis here, okay? Basically, back in the late 90s, the government passed a law, the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, that basically said you can't collect information online from little kids, people under 13. None of us disagree with that, right? Anyway, the problem is YouTube has been collecting information from little kids using YouTube and using that information and cookies and stuff like that to use targeted ads. That's how you get valuable ads. Anyway, they had a complaint filed against them by the FTC, and the FTC and YouTube came to a settlement where YouTube paid a $170 million fine and had to make some changes. And here's what the changes are and how it affects YouTubers and YouTuber content creators like myself. The changes have started to come into place, and it's this. Now, if you're a YouTuber and you're creating a video and you're going to upload a video or do a live stream, you have to register it as either being for kids or not for kids. Like for every video I upload and do a live stream of now, I get this little option comes up. Is this video for kids or not for kids? If I select that it is for kids, if my video is for kids, for children under 13, the problem is you lose about 90% of your revenue. You're basically not going to make any money because it won't collect any data from those people. It won't use targeted ads for people watching that video and a lot of other stuff. And you get penalized in other ways. There's other functionality that your videos cannot have that other videos do. So basically, if you select that your video is for children and for kids, you're not going to make any money on it. Okay, then just don't say that your video is for kids. Well, here's the problem. If you select the option that says, my video is not for kids, and then after January 1st, 2020, if some FTC government rep finds one of your videos that you've marked as not for kids, and they determine that, yeah, your video is for kids, you can be slapped with, and I kid you not, a $42,000 fine, $42,000-ish fine, for every video that you have up that they consider to be for kids that you marked not for kids. And the problem really comes into play here is that their definitions about what is for kids is pretty nebulous. It's so vague that even YouTube won't tell content creators if their videos are for kids or not. As a matter of fact, YouTube put out an official video talking about this new situation, and in it they said, we at YouTube can't give you legal advice. You should go and talk to your lawyer and ask them if your video is deemed for kids or not. Because if you mark your video as being not for kids, you're rolling the dice. Now, how does this affect the John Campea YouTube channel? Because I started to get freaked out about it a little bit because I started doing more and more reading about it, and I realized, you know what? I review all types of movies, including like animated movies, right? As a matter of fact, I just did a review of Frozen 2. My YouTube channel is not for kids. If you're a child under 13 years old, fuck you, kid, go to bed. So my channel is not for kids, all right? But if some FTC rep goes through my channel and sees, ooh, there's a review for Frozen 2, that's for children. And they marked this video as not being for children. Oh, naughty, naughty, $42,000 fine for you, you Italian good-looking man. And the real frustration of it comes from the fact that they are so vague about what is and is not children's content. So I've been getting a little bit nervous about this because what if they decide, listen, I talk a lot about comic book movies. What if they decide that, oh, that video where you talked about Avengers, that's for kids? I'm like, no, it's not. Doesn't matter. We say it is for kids. And suddenly they find 10 of my videos out of the thousands that I've uploaded that they deem are for kids. Suddenly I'm hit with $500,000 in fines, and that destroys me, and I'm dead. So I'm not going to lie to you, it's scary. Now, there have been some videos coming out lately that say, hey, look, there are these provisions within the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act that will basically protect us. Like, look, you don't just have to be a general audiencing and worry about it. So there are some things out there that make it look very, very scary. There's some information out there that makes it look like, you know what, I'm pretty much protected, but I'm really unsure. And so I even put up on Twitter last night saying, hey guys, I'm thinking about leaving YouTube. And if I do, I'm not saying that I am, but if I do leave YouTube because I'm terrified that all of a sudden, because YouTube decided to take children's information, I never did, but they did, that I might be subject to hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines. I'm thinking about just getting off of YouTube and asking you guys, do you know what other platform should I use? I mean, that's how scary it is. So what I've decided to do, since we've got some time between now and January 1st, is I am going to be talking to several lawyers and getting kind of a better idea, and hopefully it'll make me feel better about the whole situation because it is a scary, scary time. And again, if you guys want to know about the whole Coppa thing, or Coppa, however they want to pronounce it, if you want to know about what's going on and how it's really going to affect like toy YouTubers and game YouTubers and stuff like that, and maybe some of your favorite content creators, again, I would suggest going on YouTube and search just COPPA. A lot of people are putting up a lot of in-depth material about it. So that's how I'm feeling about it and where it leaves me right now. So thank you very much for sending in that question. Guys, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, smash that thumbs up button, give it a like, and make sure you come back and watch the John Campea Show every morning at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That'll do it for me. Thanks for asking the question, and we'll talk to you guys later.